Good afternoon, second graders. We are going to get started on a new project today, and we are going to be learning about an artist named Romero Britto. And he is a Brazilian artist, so he is from Brazil, and he uses many different varieties of art to come up with his own style. So he uses something called cubism in his art, which is using lots of geometric shapes. Geometric shapes would be shapes like circles, squares, rectangles, triangles. So you'll see a lot of those shapes in his artwork. He also is something called a pop artist, which means that he paints a lot of things that you would see that are popular in our culture today. So I don't know if you've ever seen the paintings of Campbell's soup cans. That is done by a pop artist. So a pop artist might paint pictures of anything that's popular today: foods, vehicles, movies, things like that, characters from movies. So he uses cubism, he uses pop art, and he also kind of has a little bit of like a graffiti type feeling to his artwork. So for those of you that may not know what graffiti is when people paint on like the sides of buildings or sides of trains. Now, true graffiti artists need to get permission to do that, and I am sure that Romero Britto has done that if he has painted anywhere that he needed permission. So he has that style of art all incorporated into one style. So cubism, pop art, and graffiti type art in his artwork. And his artwork is made with lots of bright, bold colors, lots of patterns, and it's very happy. He likes to paint about different hopes, different dreams, and just happiness. So we are going to be making a collaborative project, which means that you're all going to be working together to make one big project based on this artist. And I will do that demonstration in just a second. All right, so you all are going to get four pieces of paper, and it's going to end up making a heart. Right now, I'm just going to focus on one piece at a time. What you are going to do, we're not going to use pencil. We're just going to take a Sharpie, and we're going to split the piece up into 5 spaces. So I have 1, 2, 3. You're only drawing inside the heart, so this part we leave white. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay? And then inside each of those spaces, I am going to make a different design, and it should be drawn big. Okay? So maybe I want to do this. Now I'm going to have a sheet that you can use to find some ideas, but you can come up with your own ideas also. And again, I want you to notice that I am drawing big, because we will be filling these in with colored pencil. Okay, so that one's done. Maybe in this one, I just want something like that. Okay. Romero Britto used hearts. In some of his pictures, so maybe I want to do some hearts. And again, I'm not drawing anything small, okay? And it's not something that's I'm just taking a ton of time to do, okay? I'm taking my time and drawing it nicely, but it shouldn't take us the whole class time to just fill one space. All right, so I'm done with that one. Then I would grab another one, split it into 5 spaces. Notice I'm not just like going straight through. I stopped my line there. I just find that it's more interesting if my lines aren't touching or just going straight through and making X's. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more, and I'm gonna do it right there. And then I would come up with some more designs, okay? I want you to try not to copy or repeat any designs, but if you're really, really struggling and you can't come up with anything else, then it's okay to repeat it. I'm going to say 1 time. And I would continue going until I have all of these pieces filled in. Then, when you're done with that, you're going to put your lid back on the Sharpie and you're going to grab your colored pencils. Now, I have something called color sticks that I'm using, just because I don't have any good boxes of colored pencils really. So I'm just going to use these. These are colored pencils, it's just without the wood on it. So you're going to color your designs how you want to color them, and you want to really make sure that you're taking your time and trying to stay in the lines. Maybe you want to color in some sort of pattern. Maybe I want all of my hearts to be pink, but then the background to be a different color, like this. And I would continue on until I am done coloring my heart in, and then I'll pick a different color to color the space behind it. Now, I want you to look right now, when I'm coloring, I'm pressing very lightly. And you know what? It's probably pretty hard for you to see in the video, that color. But if I press harder, it is so much more vibrant. And the artist, Romero Britto, has very vibrant colors in his artwork. So we want to do our part to make our artwork look as much like his as we can. So I press harder. Now, whenever I'm by one of these black lines, I'm coloring really slow because I want to stay in the right space, okay? When I get into a big empty space, it's okay for me to color a little bit faster. Now, a big no-no would be to take my turquoise and color right over top of my pink hearts, because then that kind of makes it look a little bit messy, sloppy, or not the color that we really want, okay? So I would continue with that. Now maybe over here I want to do some sort of color pattern. Maybe I want yellow, and then I want kind of a earthy green is what I call it. So I would do this one. Okay, again, I'm taking my time. And then I would go back to my yellow and back to my greenish color, okay? So these are going to be very bright and very colorful and very cool when we're done with them. What we will do then when we're finished is put them together, and we're going to turn this into a big mural in the hallway and make letters in between our hearts so that it will end up saying love or peace or hope or some sort of positive word like that, okay? So this is what we will be working on for the next 2 or 3 classes, okay? If you have any questions, please let me know.